Hey guys, quick update on Brexit. It's been a little while. The car has just been sitting in my garage here. Um, the main first order of business anyway was kind of getting coolant temperature to work, because I don't like driving an unknown vehicle without a temp sender. So this is a 98 cylinder head, which means it only has one of those two ports under the intake manifold, and I'm using that for the ECU. So what I did is I took my 1/8 inch NPT tap and I just tapped into my aluminum housing here, and then I had a VDO Cockpit Series water temp gauge and sender. And as far as I understand, VDO makes the gauges for the BMW cluster. So what I did is I just wired it right on in to the factory plug, just put a little spade in there, so it's a completely unmolested harness sill. Hose clamped up here, hose clamp both of those fittings, because once we run boost, it's going to be a problem. I was able to find some better hardware that fits, got the MAF tightened down once and for all. I got some of this fancy schmancy, so fancy, gold adhesive backed foil for the battery as well as the valve cover, just to try to prolong its life a little bit. Got that installed. I ended up swapping out fuel injectors to some Deca 60 pounders, which is what the MAF or Miller setup is supposed to have in the first place. I had some VDO injectors in it before and they fit fine, but for some reason I wasn't getting ignition at all on cylinders 1, 2, and 5. So that little boost pull video you guys saw a while ago was running on 3 cylinders. Beyond that, I haven't done much else to the car today. The temp gauge, I believe, does work with that cool little modification. Yep, so I'll fire it up here for you. Runs just smooth as silk now, which is awesome. So yeah, I still have to run the car back out to my shop to weld in a bung for the wideband, but that's really, that and the boost gauge are the only two that I still have to get before I'm kind of comfortable driving it. So air, fuel, boost, and then I'm not actually going to run this water temp gauge because the factory one is working. I assume that's reliable. I don't really know. I think it had a cold temp thermostat in it. But yeah, those are just sitting in there. This is a plate that still lets you get a little bit of airflow out of it, which is why I bought it. It's from eBay. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much all it is. The car is definitely getting pretty close to being legit and ready to be driven regularly. The temp gauge was the biggest hang up for me. I hate not knowing if my car is overheating or not, especially when you don't have an electric fan or mechanical fan on the front of your $4,000 S52. But yeah, I'm going to keep plugging away on this thing. May or may not do more video today, but I figured I'd at least give you a short update because I haven't had a lot of Brexit time last few weeks.